Hi, this is your host Dipali on Intellect Digest, and let's get started with another episode. We have reviewed many 2-in-1s in the past, and today we have with us the Able 2-in-1 from the house of Notion Inc. So, let's jump right in and see how good the Notion Inc. Able 2-in-1 is, and is it worth your hard earned money? Let's start with the box contents. In the box, you get the tablet itself with a keyboard, power adapter, and a USB cable. Now let's talk about its build quality. To begin with, the keyboard which is provided has an aluminium body with matte finish on its rear. The tablet when detached from the keyboard is not that light to hold. All the ports are to the left side where you will find a USB 3.0 port, a USB 2.0 port, one SIM slot, one micro SD card slot, a micro HDMI port, one HP jack and a primary microphone hole. To the right of the device, you will only find two speaker grills. The speakers are outright disappointing. The audio levels are low and they neither sound clear nor loud enough. To the bottom of the device, you will find two holes which are used to connect with its counterparts on the keyboard dock. To the center is the magnetic pinpoint where the devices sort of magnetically interconnect with each other. On the front, you have a 1280 by 800 display, which is a 10.1-inch display with 10 touch points. On the top of the display is a webcam or front cam that is a 2 megapixel unit, and also as we come to the rear end of the device we find a 2 megapixel rear camera with Notion Inc. and Able branding. The hinge is metallic and looks good along the design lines, but the device attached to the hinge keeps moving and it is not very firm. It is very uneven attachment and this one shakes a lot even after properly connecting it. Overall, the build quality is sturdy and it feels good in hand. The device is not on the lighter side. It doesn't look too premium as some other hybrids out there in the market, but it doesn't look too blunt either. It more or less has a design quotient of its own. Aesthetically, it is a sleek and compact device. Coming to the keyboard, the keys seem small to us at first glance. Longer periods of typing on this keyboard can be done easily as it has a soft feedback. Some of the keys such as Enter and Shift keys are small for our liking. It feels like the keys are crammed in to save space. Expect some typos and errors during typing on this keyboard. Overall, it is a good keyboard with some minor shortcomings. Coming to the trackpad is small and has a sleek border. The feedback is good. The left and right buttons work nicely and even the gestures work smoothly. Scrolling and multitasking work nicely without any delay. But here comes the bad part. For example, if you are working on a document using the trackpad, then all of a sudden the app minimizes and moves out. At first we thought it might be a software or app bug, but later we found out that it was due to the close positioning of the trackpad to the keyboard. As your finger swipes down from the edge of the trackpad, it minimizes the current app. It is not a regular thing that happens, but it is an issue after all. These kind of issues can be handled by using an external mouse. The display is 1280 by 800 pixels resolution 10.1-inch display. It is an average display. The viewing angles are good though. Videos and games on this display do not look too vivid but neither dull. It is suitable for office and productivity work. And if you're a casual user in terms of multimedia usage, then the display won't disappoint you. The touch works nicely and the response rate is good for a device in this price range. We did not like the audio output from the device. It is neither loud nor clear. The sound quality is below average and you can check it out yourself here. The device gets a little warm when on normal use, and while playing games, the top left corner of the device does get warm. It also provides a similar effect while charging. Coming to the storage section, it has a 64 gigabytes of internal storage. The speeds that we got from the benchmark are not good, to be honest. These sort of speeds are usually for normal office and productivity work, but from a flash memory chip standard, the speeds are relatively low. The storage can be expanded up to 128 gigabytes using micro SD card. This 2-in-1 uses an Intel Cherry Trail SoC, which is an Intel quad-core X5 Z8300 clocked at 1.83 GHz. It uses an Intel HD Graphics Generation 8 for graphic tasks. It has 4 GB of RAM. On Antutu benchmarks, it scored around 66,000 points. Coming to daily usage, we use this device for normal usage such as browsing the web, editing documents and video viewing. We would not say that the device is fast as it shows some amount of lag and delay here and there over long periods of usage. The transitions are smooth and overall performance is good, but it could have been better. Applications like Photoshop run nicely. It can, however, get a little slow while you're working on too many layers and using filters. Coming to gaming performance, we ran Modern Combat 5 Blackout for a few sessions. The game depicted lags and drop in frame rates. Due to this, the gameplay was not smooth as expected. Coming to light games such as Jetpack Joyride 2, they played fine without any lags or stutters. The battery on this device is an 8100 mAh battery, which provides decent backup for the device. On our test device, we got around 6 hours, which is good. At a price point of Rs 24,990, it is a good device which provides you the functionality of a 2-in-1 hybrid device. As a laptop, it performs well, and as a tablet, it is a solid device because of the reasonable weight. But there are some things that we didn't like. The battery life could have been a bit better, and also the charging time is a bit on the higher side. And most importantly, the CPU and the GPU came to be very mediocre, and at this price point, we are not complaining. If you are going to use this as a laptop, then there are other devices in the same genre which provide good value for money in terms of performance. But if you are going to use this as a hybrid 2-in-1 device, then we think it is a good starting point overall, and this is a good option for that. If you want to buy one for yourself, then we are leaving direct links in the description section below. Please like, share and comment on this video, and do subscribe for more such videos. This is your host Dipali signing off. Thanks for watching and have a great day.